just don't make sense, and you need a friend. Grab a hand and come aboard. It's a special place called the. I'm not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait here. Not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait for the ducks. It's called the William Street Swap Shop. It's called the William Street Swap Shop.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
it's Monday. This is the William Street Swap Shop. My name is Matt.
My name is Zach.
Together we are Matt and Zach from the William Street Swap Shop. Thanks for coming. We love seeing your face, hearing your calls, advising you in your lives. But most of all, we love swapping stuff.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Matt. It's a deal.
It's a deal. Wow. The weekend happens, I think, all week and along about what I'm going to say on Monday morning when the swap shop kicks in, the part of my life that I live for, the thing that I prioritize above all else.
I know just what to say.
What?
It's a big day today.
Yep.
Big announcement. And you know me, I love Apple, the company, just as much as I almost love the fruit. And they're about to make a big announcement talking about the new iPhone. And Matt knows me, I'm one of those guys who's in line at the store ready to make a deal for that iPhone.
Power user. If you go to Creative Cow, when you Google how to do stuff on a Mac or an iPhone, Zach 1742
Right.
is the first answer all the time. That's Zach right there. He loves to troubleshoot OS 10 issues.
Sometimes on my lunch breaks, we work pretty close to an Apple store. I go up there, I don't need anything fixed. I just like to go up there and talk shop with the techs and watch them fix other people's phones and computers. You know, someone brings in a computer, I'm like, oh, what OS are you running there? They say Leopard. I'm like, you should have upgraded to Mountain Lion.
Not many people know this, but a few years back, for a very limited amount of time, Apple made a keyboard where you split your hands into two diagonal half keyboards. And Zach is one of the few owners of the Apple diagonal hand split keyboard.
Yes.
If you look it up on Reddit subreddits of Apple r/Apple keyboards, you'll find all about that and how Zach is revered in that community.
I'm an active contributor in that subreddit. I spend a lot of time communicating my thoughts, my feelings, and I'm just really excited to find out what Tim Cook is cooking up today.
What do you think?
What
What do you think? What do you think the big news is going to be on that new iPhone?
People are saying it's going to be like the same, and I always hear the same thing from people who don't like Apple. They say it's just going to be the same thing. They're just calling it something different, and I say great, because I'm going to get it. And I think they're going to add a lot of new technology. The phone is such an extension of me that I think they're going to make it more a part of me. I could see my phone being used to test my vision. When I need to get new glasses, they might put some kind of optometry tool. And it will test I can hold the camera up to my eye and it will tell me my vision, and Apple will send me new Apple glasses. That'll be a new product they will announce.
We've already got our first caller of the day. It's Monday. It's the Swap Shop. Welcome. Who are we speaking to, and what would you like to tell us about yourself?
You're actually speaking to Nate. I made the bumper sticker. I meant to call in a week ago, but I just got really, really busy with work and totally wasn't even able to watch the stream at the time.
No worries.
Nice, man.
No problem.
So, what do you think? Was it you who proposed the swap, or was receiving the proposed swap? I forget.
I haven't even caught up yet. I have to catch up on everything with the show.
Oh, right. It was the tack for the sticker.
Daniel
Daniel made that offer. Yeah. So you're here to let us know. Yeah. What do you think about this swap?
Oh, for the sticker?
No. Yes, your swap bumper sticker. Daniel, our best friend, he offered in a thumbtack, which is right to the right of the in our gallery here. So it will take a second to load on your computer screen, but when it does, the power is in your hands, the ball is in your court. You can make the decision.
Before you tell us, do you want to just talk about that level of power and what it feels like?
About just being able to, pick the flop.
So yeah, like crush a man's dreams or make him, Yeah,
it was. It's kind of like a unique feeling, because you have the person. I was always told the person who makes the offer first always has the lower hand when making a deal with somebody.
right.
So it's kind of unique. Like sometimes if you want something, you just don't want to make a deal at the time, and hopefully wait for the other person to make the initial deal. So. No.
Do you enjoy having that leverage over someone else, or do you feel a little guilty for being able to just, control a man's destiny?
It's a bit of both. Sometimes it can help in the situation, and then there's other times where you have the ability to take advantage of somebody, and you kind of just feel a little bit on the wrong. You don't want to completely crush their dreams and hopes.
So tell us about the bumper sticker. How did you get my teeth?
How'd you get them so perfect?
I remember one of the shows, you guys had proposed a bumper sticker, and it was, just a regular bumper sticker, and it said, use Zach's teeth and just the word swap. And when you guys said that, that is the image that came to mind.
Nice.
And so browsing several of the older streams, I finally found a perfect dead-on shot of Zach's teeth. And I took it, and I wiped a lot of the excess out and made it so it's just his teeth, and then dropped it to plain black and white, and that's what you said, and that's the final result.
For a second, I thought you got a hold of my dental records. Then I was going to ask you about my teeth. I have a lot of fillings in my mouth.
That's little Photoshop magic for you.
And how many total man hours are we talking? Probably like 24, 25 hours to do that?
Something like that. I sat down with my Mac, no less. I made it with my Mac.
Nice.
Oh, wonderful.
That's like Zach's bumper sticker on his car. He's got a made on the Mac bumper sticker.
I was made by a Mac.
And then he's got a little Mac that represents him, and then a smaller Mac that represents his girlfriend, and a smaller Mac Apple that represents their dog.
Right. And then if I ever have little kids, it's going to be a little apple, a little bitten apple to represent the child is not yet grown and full.
Or is wounded.
I just wanted to also make sure that it would be okay for me to actually get a few of these made, because I can get them made, and I am going to get them made. I just wanted to make sure it was okay to use, because it is Zach's teeth. I mean, it technically is, his property. So I just wanted to make sure that it was going to be okay that I actually get these produced.
You have my permission as long as you don't sell them for a whole lot of money. If you do, I'm only asking for a few percentage points.
And are we talking worldwide exclusive license or just domestic United States sales?
Worldwide in perpetuity.
I mean, I'm okay with just
forever.
domestic.
You can sell. I know these will still be popular even after I pass away. The show will still be a hit. People will say, "Did you ever get that rare collector's bumper sticker for Zach's teeth?" There it is.
Zach's teeth are overseas. They have a bigger following than here, actually. It's sort of counterintuitive, but in the UK and Japan, they're a lot more well-known.
One time, someone told me, they said, I don't want to sound offensive, and I think I might have told this story before, but I forget sometimes, but they said, don't ever fix your teeth. They're cute. They're for my front teeth, to fix them. And I thought, why would they don't even need to be fixed. And then I looked in the mirror that night and was like, yes, I should have gotten braces when I was a kid. I never did.
So,
Nate, do you mind? Can I ask you a question
real
quick? You said you couldn't watch the show on Friday because you were slammed. What kind of slammed are we talking about? Like, are you just getting a lot of emails, or do you have to go to some meetings?
We had a lot of customers walk in. I fix computers for a living, and occasionally I do watch the show at work as often as I can.
Okay.
And just some days we just get people that come in, and it's like you get a lot of computers in, a lot of computers out, and unfortunately you can't always watch the stream and be on top of things. And
Yeah.
Lately, it's just been busy with a lot of big projects we got going on.
And when you're talking to a customer, do you ever have to say something along the lines of, I'm going to have to check the stock on our motherboards right now. The processors are a little bit hard to come by, but I'm going to see what I can do, and I'll try to get you out of here by Friday. Something like that, or was that way off base? Can you do...
You're close, but it's not exactly like that.
Okay, so pretend I'm somebody who just came in with a thing that's like blinking power on and off, and also wants you to wipe the hard drive. No questions asked.
Well, honestly, I'd sit you down and I'd look at it, and I usually give people, when I first sit down with somebody, I usually give them a rough estimate for something that requires just software. It's usually anywhere from $60 to $90. I'll tell them that. I'll take a small look at their system, and I'll just gather what basic information and try to figure out what's going on, and just give them a very generalized idea, something that they can digest.
Have you ever found any secrets
what is going on
someone's computer? Dark secrets?
Now here's the deal, Nate. I'm willing to pay any price, okay? I want this to happen, but I gotta have the hard drive wiped, and wiped permanently, and I don't want any questions asked. Can you do that for me, Nate?
Yeah, I've done that several times for people.
Do you ever ask any questions afterwards, or do you stick to the no questions asked part of it?
I just stick to the no questions asked because we are a business.
Yeah.
We got to make money, and if it's technically it's not our business to ask. Customers do have private lives, so.
That's right. What's on my hard drive? None of your
business.
business. I just need it wiped.
That's whenever they come out with a new iPhone, I'm like, privacy, privacy, privacy.
Right.
How private is the new phone? Does anybody know what I'm doing on this phone? Because it's got to be private.
I don't want people to know where my location is. I don't want people to know what my fingerprint looks like, and that's why I'm getting the new iPhone. When it comes out.
I don't want a camera on it. I don't want it to know my name. I don't want it to even acknowledge that I exist. I just want a black, non-reflective surface that is easily hidden.
It's harder and harder to come across phones that are just that basic.
Right.
Yeah.
Anymore.
So what do you think of Daniel's offer? Did you see the thumbtack yet?
I would like to go. Yeah, I saw the thumbtack. I would like to go on with the swap. Just at the moment, I have to place the order because I do not have the means to manufacture my own bumper sticker at this point. So I do. It is going to be a little while before, probably a couple of weeks or so before I actually receive them and get them all. The standard 3 inches tall by 10 inches wide bumper sticker, the kind you see on backs of people's cars all the time.
Okay.
That would be perfect.
Can we do a tentative deal then? It's a tentative deal?
That sounds good.
Okay. It's a tentative deal.
It's a tentative deal.
And if
And the tentative deal
if
is when our fingertips just touch, but don't shake.
If he wants the font changed or anything changed about it, it's still changeable at this point to where I can change the font, the placement of whatnot. It's still very malleable as in terms of before it actually is made. Because I'm thinking about making maybe a few different kinds for different people. If they're looking for something interesting.
Sounds good, Nathan. Join us in this tentative handshake.
Tentative deal. Sound effect on your phone line, please. In 3, 2, 1, and engage.
Oh, there it is. Oh, I see it.
It's a tentative deal.
Tentative deal. Thank you so much for the call.
I
and
will
for your
be.
viewership.
I will be sending or making a call once I get everything squared away to just make sure everything goes through. Try to be as efficient as possible, but unfortunately, in today's world, that's not always possible.
That's okay.
Right.
We respect that.
Can you, for our soundboard, can we get you saying, I'm going to try to get it done by Friday, but there's no guarantee?
Yeah, I can do that. Are you looking for a certain tone or just a natural?
Just professional, like how you would do it in your real job.
I can try to get it done by Friday. Oh wait, sorry. What was the second part?
But there's no guarantee.
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna try to get it done by Friday, but there's no guarantee on that.
If you really could, that'd be so great for my family. I'm trying to get out of town, but I trust you. You guys have a great Yelp review. Thank you so much, Nate.
Well, you're very welcome, and I will try to make it available. And I apologize if I cannot get it by Friday, but I will do it.
Just do what you can. Shoot me an email. You can call my cell phone, but there's no guarantee I can answer it.
So that happens. Life is busy.
I appreciate it, though.
All right, I gotta let you guys go because I gotta get back to work. I got two laptops that need my attention.
Okay.
Okay. Are you still talking like to a customer or to us now?
I'm talking to you guys.
Okay.
I'm working on 2 laptops, one being my friend's and one being a customer's. So.
Okay. Well,
good luck with those. Yeah. We might need to.
Right.
Hey,
Thank you guys very much.
Can we send Zach's laptop to you someday?
Yeah, mine's very.
Yeah, if you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Just see what you think, if it's able to be fixed or not.
It's
We'll
got a
follow
bit
up
of
on it.
damage on it, but I think we can fix it. But don't just ignore all the personal folders that I have on there if you get it up and running.
Oh, nope, that's my policy. I never go through a customer's file.
Okay. I appreciate it.
We know you're a busy man, so thank you for calling, and we'll send Zach's laptop, and hopefully we can get that all fixed and squared away.
All right,
Thank
you
you,
two
Nate.
have a good afternoon.
You too. Thank you very much.
Bye.
See you later.
Cool guy. Love that guy.
Hey, helping the economy out, fixing people's laptops. You know what will happen after you fix those laptops? They're going to get back on them. They're going to make deals. They're going to send emails. They're going to get back into the
Keep
working
the economy moving forward. They're going to move some items to each other. They're going to sell some things.
And that's what it's all about.
And make a little money so that they can buy that new iPhone 8 that's coming out or whatever.
If we had a live stream of the iPhone event going on right now, they probably have announced it. We thank you for staying tuned with us.
Yeah. Don't go over there. I know we shouldn't have mentioned it. You're probably going to go check it out now.
Right, I'm up.
But stay tuned because we'll tell you throughout the day about what's going on with the new iPhone in our imaginations.
Yes.
My first iPhone imagination update, it's got an anodized, impact-resistant case. That's a new thing. It's going to decrease shattering, and the screen is going to be 25% smaller or 25% bigger, depending on how much money you want to spend. Smaller, more expensive; bigger, less expensive. Anodized shell is going to add 50 to either option.
They're bringing the antenna back. A lot of people get bad signal, and the antenna it's an extension. You can keep it put away, but you can bring it out when you want to make a phone call that you're getting bad signal on. And also, they're going to tie in some apps to it.
You know, they wouldn't have the guts to do this, but what I think they should bring out is like a little, if you could take like a pillow, the kind of pillow a human sleeps on, with a little pillowcase and a little stitched edge, and then make it for the size of your iPhone, so that when you put it on your bedstand at night and you're going to sleep, you can put your iPhone on its own little pillow.
Right. And so it sleeps and rests, and it helps. It recharges not just your battery, but your software. Keeps your software charged.
Charge it up.
That's an important. You should talk to Tim Cook about that, Matt.
We got a whole new wireless software charging. It's going to keep your software charged. You're going to have a new phone pillow. It's going to keep your phone rested and keep it protected from scratches with its pillow.
Can't wait to buy it.
What I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Wrong one. Okay. There we go. Wow. Okay, so we got some new items in the shop.
We should take a look at the new
items.
items.
Get into that. Things people want to swap with you.
In case you're just
if
now.
If you want them, call us 413-961-4263.
Yes, and if you're just now joining us, you just turned off the Apple stream to come over to the Adult Swim stream. Welcome. This is a show where we swap your items. So if you see something in our gallery here, send an image of it, preferably JPEG or PNG, to williams.swap@gmail.com. We will review it and we will put it up in our gallery. And who knows, you might make a deal next week. Or as soon as tomorrow if you get us that image.
I believe Friday we talked about abstract work number 1, so we'll move on to Matthew's second phase of his artistic career. This came a little later, when he was in his later 20s. He'd seen some more darkness in his life. That's when he moved into the curved and checkered phase of his artistic evolution. This one's got a little bit of a Vasily Kandinsky. What's Kandinsky's first name? Vasily?
I think Vasily.
Vasily Kandinsky influence. Early 20th century master.
This almost looks like Matthew was working on algebra homework, and he said, forget this, and then just...
I'm an artist.
I don't need math. And then he just started drawing all of these planes, line planes, circle geometry, and then he colored them in. And now it's worth a lot, and he's fortunately putting it up in the swap shop for us to own, if you'd like to, if you'd like to swap for it.
And historically, artworks raise in value. Once they've been on the swap shop, they go up in value by 20 to 40% in the past.
Right.
So you got to think that this is something that has a new, really exciting, increased value.
We don't know the
I don't know how
size.
I'm hunching right now.
The size of it is 8 by 10, 11 by 14, or even bigger. If it's bigger, you put it up on your wall, it becomes a conversation piece. Who made this? Matthew. He used to be a math student, and now he just does art.
Call from.
Hello, welcome to the William Street Swap Shop. This is Zach, and my friend Matt is a superior guy to me. What's your name?
Hey, Buggies.
Hey, man.
Hey, Clive, I was wondering if you're still going to... Is your little bro, Nick? I was wondering if you're still going to drive me home from extended detention today?
You know him, bro? I don't get detentions. I play it safe. You're on your own.
Bro, you told me that you could give me a ride yesterday, though.
Yeah, well, there's not enough room in my car. I'm taking my girlfriend home, and I have some fast food bags I'm leaving in the back seat, and I'm not going to move them.
And I tried to call you guys all throughout the weekend, and there was no prevail. And I kept trying to call in, and you guys weren't answering my calls. And it kind of upset me that you guys didn't answer your family's call.
Yeah, I found out we went over data, and Dad turned the phones off. So
Yeah,
no more looking at any sponsored ads on Instagram or Snapchats. I was done without a phone and wasn't answering it. Because how can I answer my phone that's not turned on? We got to stop going over data, Nick.
Yeah, I don't want you to go
Get
over
off the
data.
data.
You're right.
We're using way too much data. I get messages. You're at 75% of data 3 days into our phone bill.
Wait, so you guys have a shared
you're
family
kinda right.
data plan?
Yes.
And is Nick always
I was
blowing
like
it for you?
thinking about myself a little bit,
Nick
not
is
really thinking about the
always-
whole entire.
Nick is looking at all the social media. He's playing all the games. I'm not going to name them, but he's playing all of the games. And, Nick, we're at 75%. You go over to 100, we're going to be over data. It's going to cost us. And not only going to cost you, but it's going to cost me. My phone's going to get turned off. And I have a lot of people I like to talk to.
And Dad's going to be ticked.
Yeah, but I only downloaded those apps to make you happy.
Well, why don't you share the apps with me?
You
I can
kidding me?
download
I got
them
you
too.
freaking level
I'm about to get the new
32.
iPhone.
Nick,
Oh, with the antenna?
Yes.
The one that, it costs more if it's smaller?
Yes. I can't wait to
I
get
heard
that.
about that iPhone. I heard that that's a good iPhone. Okay, well, thank you, Clive. Thank you, Dad.
You're
I hope that
Nick,
you guys have a great swap day.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Nick. I'm changing my mind. You're my favorite son today. Clive's got to work a little harder, but you did it.
How come
you're number one?
I'm not your favorite son. I'm keeping the data.
I'm showing initiative.
I'm keeping
Dad.
the data at
That's
breach,
why,
Dad.
Papa. I'm showing initiative, and I'm going to swap it all. I'm going to get you guys proud of me again, okay?
I love you, son.
I love you too, guys.
Thanks, Nick. We
Bye.
love you.
Talk to you later.
See you later. I just want to apologize if someone was just now tuning in. That's not my real. We were role playing. I was pretending to be Clive, Nick's brother, I pay for unlimited data, so I am always, because I'm just always on my phone. When I wake up, it's the first thing I grab. When I go to bed, it's the last thing I look at.
And I was playing the role of Charles. That is Nick and Clive's father, who likes one of them more than the other on a changing basis. I'm sorry, Clive, that it didn't work out
It's
for
okay.
you.
Hey, thank you. A little bit of acting, and it's all fun.
I don't know what the point of that is, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Just keep doing that whenever he calls.
Right. As long as he calls me Clive, I will pretend to be Clive. As long as I'm alive.
Well, we got an exciting development today. We have a potential swap with the Swappy live in studio.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Why don't we go ahead and roll when we get a sec here, today's potential swap, and then we're going to invite our special guest on.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome. Today's special guest is Taylor. She is the maker of the poster. She works in the building. And the one thing you need to know about her is...
I really like dogs.
Me too.
she loves the dogs, and she's never met a dog owner that she doesn't like. They're all friends to her.
That's right. Dogs are great.
How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
Did you have a nice weekend?
Yeah. I went to Nashville. Saw a lot of bolos.
Really?
It was good. Yeah.
The bolo scene is strong in Nashville?
Very strong.
Maybe we should do a show from there, from the bolo scene.
Capital of Tennessee. Nashville.
Capital of Tennessee, and also gently nestled along the banks of the mighty Mississippi River.
Right.
Nashville is a true treasure of America, and we're so glad you got to be there.
It's a popular music scene. It's where Elvis Presley created all of his top hits.
Coldplay, also from Nashville.
Matt's favorite band.
My brother is in Coldplay, and I remember he always said those early days in Nashville was like the best time of his life before it got too big. Too
big for
scary too
Coldplay?
soon. Yeah.
Didn't know Coldplay would be intimidated by a big Nashville, but
Yeah.
you learn something
Nashville
every day.
got too large for Coldplay. Kept building more bigger buildings.
Matt, didn't you help Coldplay develop their name? Because you guys were all playing outside one winter, and you said, it's Coldplay out here.
Well, it was originally going to be sort of warm play. It was like an autumn day, and I said, let's wait a few months, and then when it gets a little colder, revisit the naming. And yeah, that's how it sort of...
That's pretty cool.
So Taylor, you've had some time to think about this.
Yeah.
It's a nice soft keychain from Visk. He's a nice gentleman. He's got a 100% rating on his
Swapper
customer
profile.
reviews. Yeah.
I think it's a nice message. A nice message to rock and roll. Like
Yeah.
it's
Right.
good to just like remind yourself to rock and roll every day.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's like a 50s image, kind of like the movie Grease. They're dancing, having a good time. Just no thoughts or cares about anything in the future, just worried about dancing at the dance. Rocking and
Good,
rolling.
clean American fun. Do you own any keys right now?
Yeah, I own some car keys and I own some house keys.
Which is your favorite key to use?
Well, my house keys is Star Wars key, so that's my favorite. But
Nice.
I like my car key because.
Is your house Star Wars?
No, I wish. I
Okay.
wish, but unfortunately not.
And so when you hear that key go in the key and you click it open, what does that mean to you when the key works each time?
It means I can go and sit on my couch and watch TV and not have to worry about sleeping outside.
Do you have any dogs that greet you?
No, we have a really fat cat though.
Does it meow when you come in? Meow.
Yeah, 'cause it probably wants food
Okay.
most of the time.
Are you a spoil the cat with lots of structures specifically for it person, or is it just like the cat will get along on its own?
The cat will get along on its own, but
Okay.
it definitely needs some attention. Like, it'll get mad at you 'cause it's bored, so then it'll meow, and it'll be like, play with me, and then he'll walk off and do its own thing.
Maybe this keychain would be a nice little toy for your cat to play with.
I think he'd like it.
So, we've made people wait long enough. You've got a potential swap, the keychain for the poster you spent 15, 16 hours putting together, I think.
Easily, yeah.
What program did you use?
I use Photoshop.
Okay. For those that are not in the biz, that's a great program to use.
Adobe.
It's an Adobe product, yes.
Is it Creative Cloud Photoshop or like version 10?
I think it's Creative Cloud. I believe so. It's whatever's on the computers here.
Okay. Do you have a favorite tool in Photoshop or a favorite menu item that you like to go to a lot?
I really like creating custom brushes, so I like the brush tool.
Brush tool is really cool.
If you could say anything to the brush tool on camera, like look into that camera that Jock is manning, and just tell the brush tool what it's meant to you over these years of using Photoshop.
Photoshop brush tool, you have been a rock in my life. I'm really thankful for you, and good job. Well done.
And then on 3, maybe we all say, thanks, Photoshop brush tool.
Sure.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Thanks, Photoshop brush tool. So we should, Visk has made the offer, and he's standing by to find out.
He's on pins and needles. He wants to know, are you going to accept the deal? Do we have a deal?
I think we have a deal.
We have a deal for sure. And that's your final deal answer?
Yes.
There you have it, folks. It's a deal confirmation. It's been confirmed. So let's go ahead and commemorate with a handshake and then roll.
We're going to do a 3-way handshake, and then we're going to roll the successful swap video. We've already pre-made it in the hopes that this might happen.
Oh, wow.
Hold on to that.
It's yours to keep.
Don't spend it all. Nice successful swap.
Do a customary 6 count, and then we release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Thank you so much for
Confirming
working
the deal.
with the swap shop,
Yes.
for putting up your item, and for confirming this deal.
Thanks for letting me be a part of the swap shop.
How big is the poster?
It's printed on 13 by 19 paper.
Okay.
So it's in between 17 and 19 inches on the longest side.
Cool.
Cool. If we're metric system, we're talking
Couple feet.
22 centimeters, something like that.
Just 2 centimeters? Yeah.
Yeah.
Something, yeah.
What else should we talk about before you leave?
Matt, we wanted to address
Right.
an image
That's
problem.
right. We wanted to get into, if you want to stick around for a sec, we wanted you to validate as a third party that we're addressing the viewers' concerns of the day. And we got a few chats we've grabbed over the last few weeks. Today's edition is all about my personal appearance. Everyone seems to be having a great old time commenting on things. So we wanted to address them, and just to verify it, we need you here. So that's not just Zach, lying to them.
True.
The first one, how tall is Matt? His legs look spidery. So we wanted to go ahead and get an actual
We have a tape measure.
on camera. I'm going to
This
stand.
measures in feet.
Zach, you pull to the bottom. We're going to go ahead and...
Okay, that should be about right.
And so it's right there. We'll show it to the camera.
Roughly 9 feet.
Just a hair under 9 feet is actually this
You just
long.
want to hold that up just to prove.
107 inches.
107
Prove that again.
inches.
Yeah. Like right there.
Should we,
107.
There we go.
wow.
When I sit down,
See,
it compresses. All the height's really my legs, so it just compresses me to my shorter dimensions.
that's pretty tall.
All right, so we've
That makes
settled
sense,
that
yeah.
number one. The second issue was, we'll see. There was another one about Matt. You have an overgrown eyebrow hair above your right eye. Lethal paper cut said that. So
I did
we're going to
notice
address
that in
that
the
today.
show not too long ago.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say anything.
It's
because
weird.
you're
It comes and
beautiful.
goes, but it's my right
I
eye.
believe your appearance it shouldn't matter that much. Are you
I'm
going to
gonna-
fix it?
Yeah, I'm going to deal with this today on my own. I brought my knife. And it's
Matt-
hard. It's kind of hard to
Matt, what are you
get
doing?
it exactly right in the
Matt, what are you doing?
in the camera, but I'm gonna.
Be very careful. Are you qualified to do this?
I think it's hard to see because it's like a reflection of my actual face. But
There you go.
I think that got it.
I think so. Nice work.
Okay,
A sharp blade.
and then I'll just close the blade. Okay, yeah, that closed the blade. Third thing, we need you to validate. This is the big finale. Zach, pull Matt's hair. I think it's a wig. So Zach,
Mm-hmm.
if you'd like to go ahead.
Just give it a good tug.
Nope, it's not a wig. It's real hair.
Well done. Good pull.
And Taylor, can you confirm that?
Yes, that I'm not
Do you
pretending.
need me to pull it?
If you, yeah, sure.
Yeah. No, that's real.
Not coming off. Matt, now with the eyebrow haircut and confirming that he's 9 foot tall with real hair, he will be named Times Person of the Year.
I hope Time is watching. That was sort of the last few obstacles I had going until they could name me Person of the Year, and now it's all set. So
Yeah.
you guys write letters to Time, send them emails, flood the inbox, and just let them know. I'm qualified now.
I'm really proud of you, Matt.
Well
Can't
done.
wait all the great things that will come for you, and just don't forget about us, the little people,
Well,
because we're shorter than you.
you do a great job here, Taylor. We really thank you for
Yes.
coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thanks
the
having me.
poster.
And thank you for the poster. We're gonna, if you ever make a second copy, we'll take one.
You've inspired the
We'll
tips
autograph
up.
it and we'll leave it for someone else to find on the streets.
Oh,
Whenever we
nice.
have a good guest, we say tips up.
I wish I had bolo tips. I'll hold up imaginary tips.
You had a chance in Nashville. You should have bought us that.
Oh, I missed it.
Imaginary tips.
Tips up.
Thank you so
Taylor.
much, Taylor. This has
Thank
been a
you.
great segment.
The poster is wonderful.
And
This
we
is gonna be
invite you
very
to come
proud.
back anytime you like.
Yes.
Here, I'll give you back your seat.
Thank you.
All the haters who say we're not doing enough swaps, there you go. It's a pro operation and we get pro results every time. So
That's right. That just proved 3 people in the chat that Matt, he is not a fake.
right.
He's a real person and has real feelings. So be careful when you say things about his appearance, because it can be offensive to Matt.
If you end up having more questions about either one of our appearances, we'll always address those. We call it body shame the hosts,
That's
and we invite you to body shame us about whatever you think.
I don't mind if you'd like to talk about my appearance. I'm open to any comments.
I grew up loving my body and just looking at it, and I'm not going to let some chatters take me down a few notches when the body that I've been given I look at often, and I think it's okay.
I like my body.
If you could trade with anybody, would you, or would you keep your Zach body?
I think I've addressed it before. I have little tiny hands. I'd like to get bigger hands. That's the only thing I would trade. Just sever these big hands.
Would you get them right away, or would they grow out over the course of a season?
I would prefer they grow, like the little toys that I used to get when I was a kid that you put in the water and they would just grow. I would just have to dip my hands in water every day for 2 hours.
And just
And
let
then
the
eventually
hand
it
grow.
would grow, yes.
If you've been watching the show the last week, we introduced a new segment last week called Pallet Talk.
That's right.
Zach and I spend half our time inside the shop getting your deals together, and then we spend the other half the time just kind of out on the streets, like doing real stuff.
Working on pallets.
And we work on pallets, and we hang out near pallets, and so we like to talk about them and just see what's kind of going on out there in the world. And we invited everybody to send us your pallets. Well, we got about 5,000 entries, and we've willowed them down to we've willowed them down
Whittled them
like
down.
a willow tree. To
Ever since we were getting all those celebrity retweets from our show,
yeah,
a lot of viewers, a lot of fans.
we had the guy. We had Ashton Kutcher retweet it. We had Vin Diesel.
Yep, Vin
friend of
Diesel,
the
because
show.
he's been working with us on
We
Vinny
had
D Light.
Not Channing Tatum, but Greg Tatum.
Right.
And
Channing's cousin.
yep.
And there's been a few others, but just too many to name.
Greg,
Those are just the
Greg
big
Tatum
ones.
was really the big one. That kind
Yeah.
of sent the submissions soaring.
That's right.
So if you got that retweet from Channing Tatum's cousin, Greg Tatum, you've been wanting to send your palette pictures in, go ahead and send them in, because we'll talk about them and we'll discuss. It looks a little something like this. Okay, so our first palette submission was from Jacob.
Jacob, let's take a look at your pick.
See your pick, man.
Another thing we're working on, the celebrity we're working on getting is Flo Rida. If you could send Flo Rida tweets.
Just
Hey,
let him know. Get us
Are
on
you
his
watching
radar.
the swap shop? Yeah.
So this is Jacob. I like this framing. He's high. He's kind of taking a high angle there. Can we get down to the bottom of his? Just seeing just a whisper of the palette there. Okay, there's the palette.
Looks like he's standing on it.
Yeah.
Like he's just been working hard all day out in the sun. He's dipping into the corner of the building in the shade, saying, you know what? I'm going to take a break. These pallets are hard work.
And he says, you know what, NBD, yes, I've got a lot of attention from females, and I work a really cool job, but mostly I just want to chill on this palette. So everybody kind of just take it down a notch. It doesn't have to be something you get all excited about. Jacob, love to Snapchat with you sometime.
Yeah. And Jacob, just today I found out that pallets can be used for a lot of other things. Just this morning we were informed they can be used as a table. And you look like the handy type of man to be able to craft that into a table and have a lot of people over and have drinks. And people will say, Jacob, do you have a coaster that I can put my Vinny D Light on? I don't want to ruin your table. It looks nice and expensive. And you'll say, ha, no worries. That's a pallet table. It can handle it.
Should I put a coaster down? I don't want to leave a ring on it. Nah, dude.
Just leave
Pallet
it as
table.
It is. Yeah.
Pallet table.
In fact, I'm going to put another pallet on top of this when everyone leaves. I'm going to put a pallet on top to crush the cans that people left behind, because nothing more than I hate after a party when people leave their cans on the table. crush it with another pallet.
Should we go ahead and look at the next pallet? We're running out of time, so I want to make sure we get to a couple of these. This pallet is called the RB40. It's more heavy duty. And one of our friends, good friend Mark, sent in the picture of this pallet. What I like about this one is you get to see the color variations between different commercial grade pallets.
Right.
When you get a blue one in the game, you know that you're dealing with some pros, because most people, they leave them unpainted.
Right, but blue ones, there's so many items at this warehouse that they have to paint them blue. Hey, go get the box of paper. Which one? The one on the red pallet or the blue pallet? The blue pallet, that's the one that can stand more weight.
Come on, dummy.
The red ones are worthless.
We put the paper on the blue pallets, dummy.
Yeah. We only put lighter things on the red pallets. The paper's heavy. Put it
Stuffed
on the
animals
pallet.
on the white, man.
Yeah.
And then you're like, sorry, first day on the day. Yeah. Scram.
You're not cut out to work on these skids. Why don't you skid on out of here?
Yeah, Mark, who submitted these pictures, also told us that in the biz, a lot of people call them skids, which we knew, but we wanted somebody to just say that. That's not us.
Right. You know what? I like to wear hats a lot. When I can't wear one now because I have a headset on my head, of course, but I like to wear hats. And where do I like to get them at? Lids, the store at the mall. And where do the Lids get all their hats at? From the skids in the warehouse. Everything you own, everything you've ever owned and will own have come from the pallets. Thank you, pallets.
And now we'll do, for the third pallet, we're going to shift gears, and I'm going to talk as the pallet, and Zach is my owner.
Hey, why aren't you holding any stuff?
Sorry, boss. It's been rough in the warehouse, and I feel as though one of my skids is broken.
You need to get back to work. I'm not paying you to sit around here and do nothing. You should be like the other pallets out there working.
I tried. I've been holding stuff for 15 years, boss. I need a little bit of a break. And my wood, it's weaker.
Well, you're not going to cut it in here with that attitude, mister. You're a pallet. You're still here. You still got some strength left in you. Let me stand on you. All right, this pallet's good. Go ahead and bring over the big box of gym weights that we're delivering to the new athletic club down the street that I can't wait to be a member at.
I loved you, boss.
You've done a lot of great work for us. You still will. You're not done yet.
I'm out. I can't do it anymore.
What's on your mind? Do you need a break?
I just lived this life of a pallet. I fought and I fought. No one ever told me I did anything good. Now I'm left here to be turned into firewood.
Well, the squeakiest pallet gets the most grease, as I've always said. But I love you, too. You've done a lot of great work for us at this warehouse.
Thank you for being my pallet owner. I love you.
You're welcome. I
That's
see a lot of years.
Yeah.
A lot more years with you.
You hate to see it end that way for a pallet
Right.
and for our show, but we've reached that time again.
That's right. We've had a really great time. We still have a lot of things we haven't gotten to, but the good news is we'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time to revisit all these great memories and hopefully create even more memories for you.
Pallet Talk has been trending really highly among people. Our focus groups love it. If you decided that you want to keep this red hot commodity going, send an email to your congressman and to Turner Info, like the general Turner email.
Right.
And let them know that Pallet Talk is what you like. Till tomorrow, we'll like to see you guys again tomorrow.
Stick around for crosswords coming up next, and enjoy the rest of your afternoons. We will see you tomorrow.
Tuesday.
It's a
Till
deal.
then, it's a deal.